Well, sleep disorders are not usually a condition associated with kids, but a lack of shut-eye can have a really big impact on your child. Now, here to talk more about it is pediatric neurologist Dr. Milrod from St. Peter's University Hospital. First of all, thanks for being here at FiOS1, the morning edition, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Doctor, how do you realize that your child is having sleep problems?
If your child doesn't wake up on their own in the morning, if they seem tired during the day, if they start to have school problems, then we start to get concerned about their sleep.
And how bad is it? And is this a condition that you see a lot?
Oh, it's very common. Sleep conditions in general are present in about 2 out of 10 children. The most common cause is insufficient sleep. Kids are going to sleep later these days.
Think because of electronic devices?
Definitely electronic devices. And the light itself can keep you up. Usually one of the cues for us to go to sleep is it being dark at night.
And how do you get your child used to sleeping in a dark room? Because I know I think I still sleep with a nightlight.
Yeah, I think nightlights are okay as long as they're dim.
Okay. When you realize that your child might be having a problem sleeping and you see this problem that may be causing some problems in the classroom, the next step is what? Where does a parent turn?
The next step is to turn to your pediatrician. Like most things in medicine, a good history is the key to know what's going on. So taking a full history around the clock of what happens when the child goes to sleep, what is their bedtime routine, do they wake up during the night, do they wake up on their own in the morning, does the parent have to wake them up, do they take naps? Naps after 5 should not occur.
Okay, that's good to know. No naps after 5. Now, if they come to you at St. Peter's, is this part of your sleep study, or is your sleep study, does the child have to stay somewhere? Is that part of sleep study?
A sleep study is ordered after the doctor sees the child to see if it's necessary. If the child is not sleeping at night, if they have insomnia and they're up till 2 in the morning, the sleep study is not going to help that much because we'll just verify that the child is awake.
Do you think teachers need to be aware of this if they see a child that might be a little bit out of it at school?
Yes, the teacher should be very aware. So if the child yawns, if the child is inattentive, some kids could be misdiagnosed as having attention deficit disorder when in fact they have a sleep disorder.
And we had some solutions there I thought were pretty interesting about creating the right environment in a bedroom. Is there one key thing? I've heard people say you need to put maybe the black shades on the windows to keep it dark, because it tends to, it's lighter in the summer. In the winter, obviously, it's not as big of a problem. But what are some of the key aspects for creating a quiet bedtime environment?
Well, ideally, electronics should be out of the bedroom. The shade should be drawn because light is one of the cues that children require in order to fall asleep and to wake up on time in the morning. Having a set bedtime routine where things are not too stimulating towards bedtime. Watching caffeine intake is very important.
And what would be the length of time to cure someone or to help someone so they can get back in that regular pattern of sleeping?
Oh, these interventions are very simple, and the children usually respond very right away. The key is usually having the parents be consistent and enforcing limits. Kids often try to stay up as late as possible. That's part of being a kid. They'll make curtain calls where they come out of bed.
Gotta get into bed.
And the parents may tend to give in easily. In the short run, it's easier to say yes to have them come in the parents' bed.
Right.
But in the long run, it's easier to have consistency and make the child go back to their own bed.
All right, Dr. Milrod, thank you so much for coming in and helping us have our kids go to bed and stay in bed so they don't wake up and they have problems in school if they're sleep deprived. Thank you so much.